things going. Adam Hall and his group would love to take down the Tigers here tonight as we start at 125 pounds alongside Matt Manley. I'm Bo Bayman, and we're wrestling here at 125 in the green for the Wolverines of Utah Valley. It's Bridger Ricks taking on 31st ranked Gage Walker of the University of Missouri. Walker, a freshman, has been dynamite as of late. He's been getting better and better. There was thoughts, Matt, that maybe they would redshirt Gage, but he's just been too good. And then, of course, with Noah Certain medically retiring this year, it's been Gage's spot to lose, and he hasn't lost it.
Yeah, you know, he came out right away and showed that he can compete with some of the top guys in the nation at 125 pounds. And then he's just continued to improve each week. And, man, he does look really good. He looks like a guy who could maybe sneak in there at the podium at NCAAs. But he's just been so consistent so far this year.
And really one of the only Tigers who has been consistent, just because the injury bug has bitten Missouri big time. And we talk about it every time we're on here on a duel. But it happened again. We were here last week at 184 pounds. Colton Hawks, he's out for this duel after he suffered what looked to be a knee injury, I think. And now he's out because he's injured. We talked about Noah Certain. You talk about Logan Joffrey. He's been hurt. Keegan O'Toole sitting out January. You got Rocky Elam is out for this. I mean, it just goes on and on.
And that's not even all of them. Seth Mitchell was out for a while. Still isn't
and
back
hopefully
yet.
He's coming back tonight. Hopefully.
Could be. He did weigh in.
So we'll see about that. But, yeah, and Missouri is wrestling a lot. They wrestled last Sunday. They're wrestling Friday. They wrestled next Wednesday, then the next Sunday. So there's been a lot of duels here at the Hearn Center in a short amount of time. We're about 145 into the first period here at 125. No score yet. Ricks tried to go by, and I think he had him for a second, but a great job there by Walker. Walker trying to hang on here. Ricks trying to get behind him, but I think Walker's going to play the defense.
Ricks, he's tried to hit that right-hand collar tie, kind of shuck throw by there several times, but that time got Walker, got behind him. Walker did a good job turning and facing him, but now Ricks in on a good seatbelt body lock, but just runs out of real estate there. Good little sequence there for Bridger Ricks.
And Ricks, probably the mistake he made there was heading out of bounds. He was being aggressive, but he probably needed to take his time and head it back toward the circle. Half a minute to go now. Ricks, by the way, is 6-6 on the season. Gage Walker 9-4. No score as Walker held off there. And this is one of the times that, as they go nearly out of bounds, and now they will go out of bounds, 12 seconds to go. This is one of the times that we can actually tell that Missouri's wrestler has the length advantage. You can see that Gage Walker has the reach advantage here, Matt.
Yeah, Gage is a pretty big 125 pounder. He's a guy who I've asked Brian Smith several times, how long do you see him being at 125? And he fully expects him to be 133, if not next year, the year after.
So scoreless after the first. Rick's headgear came off right at the end. And they may have to check him for blood because they're wiping up the mat here. And it does seem to me that he's got a little extra on the headgear, don't you think?
Yeah, he is wearing the face mask.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had some kind of nose injury. That's usually
I didn't notice that right away, but sure. There you can see Coach Hall there. One of the assistants, Joey LaValle.
That he is, yep. He's there, former Tiger.
Former Tiger coming back to Columbia in his first year at Utah Valley. Utah Valley, again, in wrestling, a member of the Big 12. From Orem, Utah, population 95,500. I'm told it's beautiful out there in the home of the Wolverines. As we are back to wrestling here, second period, it was Walker on top. And Ricks is going to try to build and get out of here. We've seen Gage Walker be tough on top. He's a little high now. Ricks gets up to his feet. Can Walker return him as they walk out of bounds?
Ricks did a good job getting to that quad pod there. Looked like he might want to get his hips out and try to roll there. Walker did a good job, stayed consistent there, claw ride. Ricks up to his feet. Walker almost looked like he wanted to go tilt, like from their feet right there,
yeah,
but just couldn't get the wrist locked up of Ricks.
Ricks resets, he's on the bottom, and that's gonna be a caution. That'll be on Ricks. Just his first, so they'll reset here. 1:38 to go in the second. Glad you could join us here in Columbia, Missouri at the Hearn Center. Alongside Matt Manley, I'm Bo Bayman, 125 pounds in this Big 12 duel between Utah Valley, the Wolverines, and the Missouri Tigers. That's Gage Walker. Walker trying to stay in control here. He's got a leg in. Now he's got a leg in kind of deep.
And Ricks did a good job there. He knee slided out of that a second ago, but then Walker right away got that ankle right back on that back hook.
A lot of good patience here by Walker, but if you're Walker, you got to probably keep wrestling, right?
Yeah, he's got to stay aggressive. You know, he's got to work for a turn, which he's trying to get this cross wrist here. There, he's got it, but Rick's up to his feet. Big mat return there, Bo.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoves him back to the mat to the applause of the Missouri sideline, the Missouri bench. Now approaching 40 seconds to go in the second. Still no score here. The riding time is approaching 90 seconds because it's been a total period ride here in the second by Gage Walker, as they will call stall warning on Walker. That's what we talked about. So that's his first stall call there. But the next one will result in a point, and that's big in a 0-0 match.
He's working really hard trying to get that cross wrist there, but Rick's doing a good job not letting his wrist get captured. And when that happens, you got to just work just a little bit harder. You got to get out to the side, make it obvious that you're trying to turn this man.
Yeah, Rick's tried to roll through there. Now 15 seconds. Walker trying to ride him out. If Ricks could get up, that'd be a huge point.
Rick's really had a lot of effort here on bottom. He just cannot seem to get that inside ankle free. Been up to his feet several times here.
And a return right at the buzzer by Gage Walker as he rides him out the entire period. Let's take a look. He had 2 mat returns there. And I'll tell you what, this young guy has plenty of strength.
Yeah, you know, this is very stingy wrestling on top here by Gage Walker. Great job. Ricks did a great job getting up to his feet, fighting hard there, but Walker just plants him back to the mat and keeps him broke down.
So 0-0, the riding time 2 minutes exactly for Gage Walker as he'll try to get out here, and we'll see what Ricks does. Ricks lets him go, but then he comes right back at the ankles. There is the escape point. That was an interesting call because it looked like our official Derek Lark didn't award the escape.
I don't think Walker hadn't cleared and faced Ricks yet.
They go out of bounds, so the escape point is there for Walker. They'll go back and go heads up here. So Walker hadn't cleared when Ricks went back for the ankles, but they didn't break control, so you couldn't get the takedown.
Yeah, I think they were separated, but by the rule, Walker has to turn and face, and he hadn't turned yet.
There's a shot by Ricks, and he's in on a single leg, but Walker just laying on top of him here, and Ricks now holding on for dear life, and they'll stalemate it. It was a good shot, just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, needed to build up there. Work to a finish. If you're Gage Walker here, you got to stay on the offense.
Yep.
I mean, you have too much time on the clock. You can't
There's
shut
a shot
down.
And a takedown for 3 by Gage Walker. He caught Ricks running a little bit there, and they try to roll through, and now can we get a reversal? We do. Ricks reverses, and he lets the escape up, and they'll go out of bounds. So it's 5-2 in favor of Gage Walker. The riding time point is locked up with 49 seconds to go, but a lot of time left in this match, and Bridger Ricks of Utah Valley has a lot of energy left now.
Yeah, he just did a great job. He kept wrestling right there, and Walker had a claw ride, and Ricks just did a great job putting him in danger there, Bo.
There's a shot by Ricks, but Walker is equal to the task. Don't forget now, Walker does have that stall call, but there's a shot by Walker, and that's what you got to do, go forward, and he's in on that leg. Now can he do anything with it? Ricks grabs the leg, and they'll stalemate it with 18 seconds to go. A good job by Gage Walker, Matt, of going forward even with the lead.
He did. He got it on that leg right there, but you can't just hold there. You can't let your opponent have the opportunity to just wrestle free, you know, with no consequences. He was just trying to hold on there. We got to work
10
for
seconds. There's a stall against Walker, and they'll give a point to Ricks. No points here, and that'll be this match. And Gage Walker's going to win his 10th of the season, winning by the final score of 6-3 is Gage Walker. And Walker, with a big takedown in the third, takes the first match here tonight, and the takedown was really a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice little re-attack, you know. Ricks was coming after him here, and Walker did a great job. Just changed his levels here. Bam, got right to both ankles. Nice, easy finish. Good takedown.
So we'll take a break before we head to 100. Welcome back to the Hearn Center. After one match, it's Missouri 3-0 over Utah Valley. We move to 133 pounds, and it's a new face for the University of Missouri as Jake Craps will get his first chance in the lineup at 133 pounds, going against Case Mauger. Mauger is a cousin of Mizzou's Mac Mauger.
Right away, Bo, there's a lot of action here.
A lot of action, and now they're scrambling as Craps holds on, tries to drive through against Mauger. And there's Adam Hall, you can see, telling his wrestler what to do. No points yet.
Mauger right off the whistle, got right to his 2-on-1. He's really good with that. And really just climbed up the arm and got behind Craps. Craps did a good job scrambling through, rolled through the position. And now we're playing the ankle game here, Rose. Who can pass the ankle, who can get their head high.
And they're near the edge of the circle. Mauger's still doing some work, and they'll call it dangerous there. Boy, good wrestling both ways there, Matt.
Yeah, Mauger came out really offensive there, but Craps did a great job. I mean, he was dead to rights and was able to get out of that one.
Cade Moore usually competes at 133. They're sending him to a tournament this weekend. Want him to get in some matches. There's Craps faking a shot, but Mauger's there. And now Craps is in on the leg. Now what can he do with it?
In deep, Mauger, hard crossface there. Craps is in on that single. Mauger able to put his head on the outside. Now has good defense here. Craps gonna roll through. We're back on our feet, Bo.
Craps 5-5 on the year. Mauger 7-6. And you wonder, with Craps, a guy who has been wrestling, but this is the first time really in the spotlight. You know you're going to go early in the first 3 minutes. How much do you have for the final 4 minutes?
He's doing a good job so far. I mean, he hasn't let off the gas pedal. Hopefully he can keep this same energy the whole match. He hit a great single leg right there, right off Mauger's 2-on-1. He made a nice little adjustment there. And there's another good shot by Craps, in deep on an ankle. Has the bottom ankle hooked. Has his head out. Can he get the takedown here?
Still plenty of time. He's just got to work it and be patient. Craps, by the way, from Georgia, trying to get this takedown for 3. And there it is. He will get the takedown. And Mauger goes on his stomach with still 30 seconds to go in the first, but it's 3-0, Matt. A good move by Jake Craps.
Great wrestling there by Jake Craps. Had that bottom ankle hooked. Picked up the takedown short time. Needs to get a big ride here.
And he's doing it near the edge. That was a good return. Now 10 seconds. Needs to keep his foot in the circle, which he's doing. And 2-1, they'll go out of bounds with 1 second. What a great takedown and a great wrestle there and ride by Craps.
Yeah, he's just scrapping hard out there. He looks great.
He covers for a second, and that'll be the end of the first. 3-0 in favor of Jake Craps of Missouri. And Mauger will choose neutral to start the second. I think he feels confident that he can take Craps down. He liked the way he did get to his legs a couple times. Just needs to finish it. Craps going in again, and he's got the right leg of Mauger. Mauger trying to twist and turn out of it.
He's going to spin behind here, locking the crotch. Both guys here need to get their head high. Try to elevate that leg a little bit, but we're going to stalemate.
And again, it's Craps with the aggression there and a really good shot. There's a shot again by the youngster. Can he finish this one? Mauger wasn't really ready off the whistle, and Craps still wrestling. Can he come around and get it? No points yet. Mauger's really holding on. Craps taking his time. Can he get that leg out and finish this move?
Craps is in good position here, leg in.
Now Mauger trying to turn things around. And Mauger, he hasn't gotten anything yet. And they'll stalemate it. It was second official Stephen Wirtz who pointed at something. They blew the whistle.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're talking about here.
So they'll go back and reset in the middle. 55 seconds to go in the second. Remember, it'll be Craps who has the choice in period number 3. Craps going forward. Mauger looking for his opening.
And Mauger really needs to get back to that 2-on-1. He was really dominant with it and was so close to a couple of takedowns early in the first period.
He's in good position here. He had the head of Craps for a second. There's a shot by Craps, but Mauger does a good job of defending it. Still 15 seconds in the period. Looks to me like Craps has his leg, yeah. Craps trying to go up and over. Mauger holding on. Now 5 seconds. They're gonna end this right there at 3-0. So no points allowed there in the period. Good job by Jake Craps there, Matt.
Yeah, fantastic job. Going down here. Like to see him get the escape, get back on his feet. He's taking a lot of attacks, and that's great, but he needs to take attacks where he's in good position and stays in strong position and can finish.
Mauger trying to get through there, but it's Craps that gets the escape, and he's back in on the leg. And he'll get the takedown, man. Now Mauger trying to break through here and get out the other side, but they're still wrestling.
Craps has the ankle of Mauger. Mauger trying to get into like a side-by-side Merkel headlock here.
So the official count is 7-0, and now they'll give the reversal to Mauger. It's 7-2. So there was an escape, a takedown by Craps, and now a reversal by Mauger. And I think Mauger's gonna have to let him loose. He returns him right there. But with 1 minute to go, he's not gonna have enough to get a riding time point. I think Mauger's gotta cut him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he needs a couple of turns or cut him and get a takedown in a turn.
He's trying to, looks like he's trying to get a cradle going here, but just the clock is ticking.
Craps is close to a reversal here. Can he put him on his butt?
He does. That's a reversal, 9-2, and they'll stalemate it. Wow, Jake Craps really wrestling hard tonight.
Absolutely. Now you're up by 7 here.
34 seconds.
I think you want to let him go here, go for the major.
I think you're right. Especially if you can't get a turn right off the whistle. And it looks like Mauger is going to wrestle and perhaps trying to get that extra point, because the riding time point won't be involved here. So he's trying to get some back points. The crowd at the Hearn Center really appreciative of Jake Craps at 133. 5 seconds to go now. And Jake Craps gets a standing ovation. How about that, Matt?
Yeah, great first match at home here for the freshman. Came out, brought the energy from start to finish. Couple of takedowns, couple of reversals, and just wrestled from whistle to whistle, Bo.
And he gets the congratulations from the coaching staff. What a match there for Jake Craps. Center alongside Matt Manley. I'm Bo Bayman after that match at 133, but this is probably the match of the night. You have 13th ranked Hayden Drury for the Wolverines taking on 17th ranked Josh Edmond at 141 pounds. Edmond is 9-6, Drury 12-3 on the season. A top 20 matchup on the mat right now.
Now these two have met several times, and every time it's been highly contested. Hayden Drury, pretty notably, very tough to score on. And having wrestled Edmond a couple of times, you know the double's coming.
Yeah.
I'd expect him to stay pretty low in his stance. Drury's got a pretty good 2-on-1 here. Let's see if he can get to it and get some offense.
Trying for the double is Edmond, and he'll get the takedown for 3 right at the edge of the circle. Edmond with a great job to keep his legs in.
Yeah, great job. Got to that throw by there, cross knee pick. And like you said it, Bo, drug that toe. Looked like an NFL star out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you have to keep your feet in bounds, and that's exactly what he did. So a quick 3 for Josh Edmond, less than a minute in. Drury gets to his feet in a hurry, but Edmond returns him solidly.
A big return there. Drury's pretty tough on top, so every second you can get a riding time is going to matter.
And he gets about 12 seconds, and you can hear the bench for Utah Valley, the Wolverines, saying go forward. And Drury will listen, ranked 13th. And Edmond goes in and gets another takedown.
Great job there. Just caught Drury out of position a little bit and just really ran an underhook down there.
As they go near the circle and they'll go out of bounds. Kept on wrestling. It's 6-1 in favor of Josh Edmond here in the first. And that'll be a caution. Nope, no caution there. I think they both went. That was why. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm sure it's happened, but I don't think I've ever seen that before, Matt.
I think I've seen a double caution once or twice.
Drury gets the escape at 6-2. The riding time at a half minute. Another double attempt there by Edmond. But that time Drury was ready and waiting for it. Edmond drops to a knee like he wanted to.
A little duck under attempt there for Edmond, but Drury able to fly out of it.
Edmond creating offense here in the first. And Edmond trying to throw his head, they'll go out of bounds. They'll continue to wrestle. Thought maybe that might get a stall warning on Edmond.
Yeah, it was close. Adam Hall definitely wanted one there.
Can't blame him. Drury will continue to go forward. Let's see what Edmond does here with 35 seconds to go in the first period. Edmond tries another duck under. They reset to the middle. This would be a big time for Drury to attack something he tried right there, as we're in short time the red zone of the first period. 6-2 Edmond. Now under 10. There's a shot by Drury. Edmond catches him with 2 and 1, and that'll be it. A pretty good period for Josh Edmond. He had a couple of takedowns, again with the blast doubles.
Yes, he got to his underhook here and just did a great job running through that cross knee pick. Keeps his toe in bounds. We see a big mat return there for Edmond. Great opening period.
So Drury escapes to start the second period to make it 6-3. And now he knows that a takedown will tie this thing up. Edmond looking to go forward. Drury picking an opening, it seems like.
He's doing a good job. He's pressuring in. Edmond keeps threatening that double leg, keeps dropping to a knee, and there's a good high crotch for Drury.
But there's a great move by Edmond. Edmond has a leg. Now can he get the takedown? Not yet, not yet. They're near the edge.
Needs to shelf this single leg here, pull him in a little bit. Take your time, plenty of time here. Got to get it up to a hip though.
He looks how close he is to the edge of the circle, staying in. Now Drury trying to re-attack outside the circle, and they'll stalemate it.
Great job by Drury there. Got his hands involved, pulled the lock up of Edmond, able to slide that up, get his hips into him. Great edge of the mat defense there.
And Edmond for a second was in really tight. 45 to go in period two. It'll be Edmond's choice in the third. He leads 6-3. Interesting that Drury shot there, Matt, and it was Edmond that really ended up with the scoring chance.
Yeah, you know, Edmond did a great job defensively there. Ended up deep on that single. Looked like for a second he probably could have went near side cradle. He was in so deep.
Now Edmond bounces around, 15 to go in the period. Again, Drury coming forward. And Edmond in short time. Ooh, he goes after a shot. Both missed there, and that'll end the period. Both sort of stepped around one another there.
Yeah, Edmond looked like he tried a little drag there, and Drury almost like re-drug him.
Now here's some strategy for you. It's 6-3. Riding time is in Edmond's favor for 35 seconds apparently, or right about, roughly. So what do you do if you're Drury? Do you ride him out? That won't get it for you. Or do you let him out? And there is the escape.
I think you got to let him out.
I agree.
You got to try to get 2 takedowns or 1 takedown or 2 stall calls. But you got to get after it offensively.
So Edmond gets out after about 7 seconds to make it 7-3 in favor of the Missouri wrestler. Both going forward. Drury wants to go for that leg, and he's the one going forward here, Matt, no question.
Yeah, he's controlling the center of the mat here. He's controlling the tie-ups and the positions, but it's going to take more than that. I mean, you got to have. That's a stall call.
Yep, stall on Edmond, which you knew he was going backwards. So 1:23 to go in the third. And Drury was coming forward. Edmond backing up a little bit. And so he gets the stall warning here. Edmond's going to have to try to play a little offense, Matt. There's a shot, big one by Drury. He's in deep. He's got the knee, and he picks up Edmond. Nothing yet. Edmond nearly got out of it. Now they're near the edge, and Edmond tries to roll through. It'll be a takedown for 3.
And they may look at this one, Bo.
I think you might be right. The 2 referees, Derek Lark and Stephen Wirtz, talking about it near the edge of the mat. Our lead official, Derek Lark. The second official, Stephen Wirtz. No takedown there. And I think they're going to look at the monitor. So the official call is no takedown, and they'll look to see if it can be reversed here. Adam Hall doesn't necessarily like that call.
And not happy about that one.
I think he thought there should have been a takedown earlier.
Edmond, if they look at the whole whole review there. Edmond was close to touching a hand, maybe did. It depends on if Drury was in rear standing. So in that position there, I don't think it was considered rear standing. Then he hits the roll through here. I think he was too far in front of him to begin with on the initial hand touch. I think they got it right here. I think this is a no call right there in that sequence.
And they're out of bounds. So I think you're right. So it's 7-3 right now. 57 seconds to go in period 3 at 141 pounds. The riding time really not a factor. Edmonds has it for 27 seconds. So Josh Edmond of Missouri leading 7-3 at this point on this official review. And here comes the review. And the official word is no takedown. And we're neutral going back to the middle.
If you're Drury here, you just got to stay on the offense. I mean, nothing changes. You've got a minute left. Odds are pretty high you're going to get that second stall call. So
and you just need a takedown.
Yeah.
So here comes Edmond off the whistle, came forward, and Drury flew right past him. Edmond a little more aggressive here, and now going in was Drury, and locking him up is Edmond. Edmond flies backward. 30 seconds to go. 7-3 in favor of Josh Edmond. Edmond steps around and goes forward. Tries to stay in bounds or go out of bounds.
Good ankle pick again there for Edmond. Just ran out of real estate.
And not only that, but at that point, he's going forward and shows the officials he's still wrestling. And they're going to check. They're going to check for some blood. Yep. Josh Edmond pointed it out.
He wasn't going to let the ref blow the whistle there.
Looks like maybe there's a scratch or something to the head. But you can see on that last shot, you could see a little bit of blood on the singlet of Drury. He'll wipe up the mat. But you can see like down his right leg there.
Yeah, there is some blood there.
This has been a good match. It's the one we said top 20. A couple of guys going for not only seeding in the Big 12s, but also at nationals here.
Yeah, Drury's going to have to get after it here. I mean, if Edmond goes forward at all, you're probably not going to get the stall call. So he's really going to have to go big here. And if you're Edmond, it's pretty simple. Like I said, you got to go forward, try to get to a leg. I mean, you can get taken down. It doesn't really matter. Just wrestle.
Yeah, right. At this point, it's just a matter of going forward and see what happens in the final 19 seconds. It is Drury going forward. Edmond, I should say, ties him up. They'll go backwards. There's a
big throw.
Big throw, and they'll push and shove. They'll tell Josh Edmond to relax. There was a stall call there, so it's 7-4 with 11 seconds to go. Drury needs to go. Edmond goes backward. Now 5 seconds. There's another stall call against Edmond. Makes it 7-5 with 3 seconds to go. Edmond goes forward. Drury can't do anything, and that'll do it. A win for Josh Edmond at 141 pounds by the score of 7-5. A couple of takedowns for Josh Edmond. Good enough, Matt.
Now, you know, he came out and he started out strong. Finished it up. Wasn't pretty, was a little bit ugly, but got the job done in a highly contested match there between Josh Edmond and Hayden Drury.
Tigers lead the Wolverines. Welcome back to the Hearn Center alongside Matt Manley. My name is Bo Bayman. Big 12 Wrestling through 3 bouts. It's 9-0 Missouri over the Wolverines of Utah Valley. As we hit 149 pounds for the University of Missouri, it's Zeke Seltzer 10-7 on the season. And for the Wolverines, they've tabbed Smokey McClure at 1-2 on the year to wrestle at 149. McClure came out and was ready to roll. He was full of energy during the commercial break.
And McClure went for a big snap down there off the whistle. Right now, both guys kind of just hand fighting, feeling each other out. Seltzer has been one so far this year, Bo, to really kind of feel his opponent out, maybe take a very selective shot in the first period.
And Logan Joffrey was one of the guys who was wrestling at this weight, and he's been battling injuries, but they've also moved him up a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, you know, he kind of made the jump from 49 to 57, and I don't know if that was injury related too or what, but the Tigers, 149 was a deep weight for them, but now not so much.
There's a shot in by Seltzer. He's in on the ankle. McClure trying to get out of it. Now his leg's up in the air, and Seltzer will try to finish the maneuver. Halfway through the first. Lifting it up. And nothing yet. Still nothing. And near the edge. If you're Seltzer, you probably want to pull him back in. They go out of bounds. Zeke Seltzer was in on that ankle, lifted the leg, but good defense there by Smokey McClure.
A tough situation there. You know, Seltzer had it dead to rights. You want to see him climb up that leg a little bit more. Don't dive for that far leg. And he fell for that twice there, Bo.
McClure being active for the Wolverines. Goes in there. It's either been McClure or Tanner Frothinger for Utah Valley. Tanner is 6-8 on the year. McClure 1-2. Again, the Wolverines are 1-1 in the Big 12. Both guys working through some things here. Utah Valley with a visit this week to Mizzou. They'll be at Wyoming. That's next Friday night. So no score through the first period here at 149 pounds. Best action was Zeke Seltzer. He was in on that ankle, turned it into a full leg, but just couldn't finish.
Let's see if he can get the quick escape here and hopefully get back to work on his feet. We'll see if Smokey McClure can get his offense going. Maybe get a turn here.
McClure covers. And Seltzer tries to get up and out. He does. There's the escape point. 1-0 Seltzer. Well, you were right, Matt, when you said when we've watched Zeke Seltzer, he really feels things out. I mean, you see some of these guys just go right away, and that's not Zeke Seltzer.
Yeah, you know, it's hard for me to tell if he's really trying to feel his opponent out, trying to solve the puzzle before he really commits to an attack, or if he's more waiting for the perfect attack, you know.
Sure.
I'd like to see him take a few more risks and just get to a leg like he did in the first period.
There's a shot there by Seltzer. He'll get the takedown. And they'll go out of bounds. It is a takedown. 4-0 in favor of Seltzer. I see Adam Hall with the brick in his hand. He thought about throwing it.
It was close there when they first called it, but then he ended up with the takedown. But it would go back to the point where the referee did make the call. Let's see if Seltzer can put a tough ride on McClure here.
Remember that it was Seltzer who started on bottom to start this period. McClure bounces off the mat a couple of times, but Seltzer regains control. The riding time builds his way. And if he can ride him out for the period, he'll be at close to a minute. But again, instead, McClure will escape, and it's 4-1. Seltzer with a measured attack and a takedown after the escape early for his 4 points. 20 seconds to go in the second. McClure coming forward. Again, Seltzer looking for that opening. Now under 10. And that'll do it for the second as McClure goes for something, nothing doing. But let's take a look at that takedown, Matt, because they almost threw the brick on the Utah Valley sideline.
And nice, just basic high crotch, low single there. Good job finishing there. I think they were trying to say that McClure's hand wasn't down yet.
It looked like he had him the first time, but then McClure was up and out quickly and just returned. So Seltzer lets him go. The riding time doesn't make a difference. It's 4-2 in favor of Zeke Seltzer, and it looks like whoever's going to get this takedown in the third, Matt, could control this match.
Absolutely. It's who's going to go out there and get it, who wants it more. Both guys kind of hand fighting and faking now. We haven't really seen McClure take a dedicated shot yet.
A couple of attempts, but nothing, you're right, concrete. There's a couple of looks at it, I guess. And then they'll go out of bounds.
He's picking up the pace here. Starting to put some attacks together. McClure needs to get to an angle, though. You know, you can't just attack. Seltzer has really good baseline defense. He's got to get to an angle on him here. And if you're Zeke Seltzer, you just got to stay doing what you've been doing. Fakes, control the tie-ups, get to a leg.
Go forward, yeah. Absolutely. Under a minute to go. 149 pounds, Seltzer of Missouri with a 4-2 lead. But Smokey McClure, with one shot and one takedown, could take this match. Now 35. McClure thought about it there, tried to go for a shot. It backfires as Seltzer will take him down. Give McClure credit for going for it. It was like he faked down low and then wanted to run around, and Seltzer caught him and took him down.
Yeah, McClure was being really offensive there, pushing the pace, and Seltzer saw an opening, just hit a nice little underhook there, throw by, and nice easy finish for Seltzer as he's on top here.
Seltzer holding on and holding on. He'll get a riding time point in the end here and win this one 8-2. So 149 pounds goes to Zeke Seltzer thanks to this move, Matt. A good one from Seltzer.
A nice little underhook throw by there. Bam, easy finish. Good second takedown for Zeke Seltzer and a good win for him.
So Seltzer wins it 8-2. Missouri leads 12-0. We're back with 157.
Conway up and put him down for the takedown.
Conway 6-11 on the year. Fulmer is 6-7. Running out and getting the escape is Conway. And Conway comes back to the middle and goes after it. Oh, and now we think we got a little blood, maybe a little.
We got contact.
Nose.
I thought it was an eye poke.
So Riker Fulmer gets a minute there. Maybe it was an eye poke. There's a shot by Fulmer. Caught by Conway. Conway pulling down on that neck.
Conway's working in this front headlock here. Twice now he's looked like he wanted to run corner and maybe try to go for a cradle here, but just hasn't made any progression out of that front headlock yet.
So he didn't make any progression. They stalemated it and separated and came back to the middle. Barely a minute in to the first. Fulmer with that takedown leads it 3-1. His riding time sits at 16 seconds. Conway coming forward. Boy, if you're Fulmer too, you had that beautiful takedown. Don't relax now, come right after him.
Yeah, Fulmer needs to get back to that underhook. I mean, that's really the only time he's had it was on that opening takedown right off the bat. Aside from that, really Conway's been controlling the center of the mat and controlling the tie-ups.
Conway goes for a shot. Nothing doing there.
A little shot outside by Conway. Gets Fulmer underneath here now. Same thing, back in this front headlock. Fulmer controlling the elbow.
Yep. And so Conway can't do anything with it. Riker Fulmer at 157, a freshman from Tetonia, Idaho. Taking on Conway, both with 6 wins on the year.
Nice double leg attempt there by Conway. Gets him a stall call as they go out of bounds.
Conway, the redshirt sophomore from Charlestown, Indiana. He's lost his last 3 matches, but he's he's wrestled 3 ranked opponents there. Lost a tough one to Stanford the last time we saw him. That was 8-6.
Good shot from outside. He's in deep.
Can he finish it? Conway trying to get one in the red zone. Picks him up, takes him down, and he'll get the takedown for 3. And they'll stalemate it with 9 seconds left, so give Conway the takedown. He leads at 4-3 as we go back to the middle.
Now we've got short time here.
Looked like the official Derek Lark was explaining something to the Missouri bench. Conway covers. This would be a big escape for Fulmer if he could get out of there. Conway's hanging on. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Good job by Fulmer to try to get out of there. Just couldn't. That would have been a big point to tie it up, but here's the takedown. First from Fulmer. Fulmer picks him up and puts him down.
It really just got to the body there and able to put Conway down, but this was a nice double leg from outside by Conway. Had to readjust a couple times, but able to finally pick him up and put him on his hip for the takedown.
Fulmer starts bottom here in the second. And so Conway's on top, but Fulmer trying to come out and come around. And is in a pretty good spot for a reversal. And he had Conway in a bad spot there. That should, no points yet. But you can see that Fulmer goes for the reversal and gets it near the edge. Great wrestling there by Riker Fulmer, who gets the reversal for 2. It's 5-4 in favor of Fulmer.
A nice little sit-out switch for Fulmer right off the whistle there. Got into that scramble. Had Conway locked up in a cradle for a second, but Conway able to break that scramble out. But Fulmer picking up that reversal on the edge.
And now Fulmer on top. Conway spins out. He'll get the escape, and we're tied at 5. I believe the scoreboard is wrong here.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it is incorrect.
It's 5-5. There we go. 1 minute to go here in the second. Again, don't forget Fulmer started on the bottom this period. Fulmer goes right at Conway. Conway backs off. Conway wants to go forward. So does Fulmer. Fulmer a little more aggressive here, Matt.
Yeah, he's really coming after Conway here. Controlling the tie-ups, controlling the center of the mat.
And pushing Conway backwards. There's a stall warning against Conway. Good job by Fulmer to really induce that stall.
Yeah, a lot of effort here by Fulmer. Conway just not enough on the edge there.
Conway goes forward, misses. Riker comes right back at him. Now they're tied up in wrestling with 20 to go in the second. Conway did a good job of going forward. Fulmer ducked out of the way and then tried to return it. They're together now with 2 and 1, and that'll end the second. We'll see who has the stamina to win the third here, Matt. As we're tied up at 5, it'll be Conway going to the floor for Brian Smith, and he'll try to get out and get that escape point. and take control of the match, but as we've seen, really it's going to be who gets a takedown in this period. Fulmer trying to turn him.
Yeah, Conway really taking his time here off the whistle.
Fulmer is not building riding time yet. He's counting down Conway's. Conway gets up, trying to get out, and now he does. The escape for one, the riding time only 3 seconds, and Fulmer jogs right back to the middle with 1:30 to go. 6-5 in favor of Conway. And Conway, who he had an opening there for a flyby, didn't quite recognize it in time.
Fulmer still controlling the elbow here. He can get an angle here from underneath and still attack. He needs to get there. And if you're Conway, you got to free your elbow and you got to get to your offense. You're only up by 1 with the stall call against you.
Oh, yeah.
There's way too much time on the clock to shut down now. He's got to go out there and get to a leg.
69 seconds to go. Just like that, he did get in on a leg. Now he's in on 2. Picks up Fulmer and takes him down for 3.
Really nice re-attack there by Conway. He was barely in on that shot. He was up on his feet and went back down to his knee to re-penetrate and then able to pick him up. Great takedown there by Conway.
So Conway gets the takedown and leads at 9-5. Now he's trying to put Fulmer on his back. Fulmer resisting near the edge of the circle. And they'll go out of bounds and reset. The crowd cheers on James Conway after that takedown. Again, he leads at 9-5. As he'll cover here with 33 seconds to go in the third. A big takedown in the third. Conway covers. Fulmer trying to get a reversal here like he did the first time. And that's a good job, I think, by Conway to let him go.
Right back out on the leg. Great job there by Conway. Keep wrestling here. Get this takedown. Don't just hold on here and take a stalemate.
Fulmer trying to come through. Now Conway still wrestling on the bottom. 11 seconds to go and they'll reset it. But you're right, Conway cut him and went right back at him. It's 9-6. So Fulmer needs a takedown and Conway catches him with 3, 2, and 1. And James Conway is going to win at 157 pounds by the score of 9-6. Thanks to a third period takedown, and the Tigers sweep the first 5 matches and lead at 15-0. Fulmer put up a valiant effort, but it's James Conway, Matt, who's victorious.
Yeah, look at this big shot here. Like I said, he had to re-penetrate right here. Picks him up to his feet. Big double leg, big finish.
1 for Utah Valley. This is going to be fun to watch because Barraclough is so good, Matt.
Yeah, you know, he came from Penn State and really showed there he could be a true asset. Wrestled a multitude of weight classes out there, and he can compete with anybody. I really think he'll probably be in the NCAA finals against Mitchell Messelbrink at the end of the year. But Joel Milan has been filling in here for Keegan O'Toole, up a weight class, and has battled top-ranked talent every week and has hung right there with each and every one of them. So I'm excited to see what he can do here against Terrell Barraclough.
And it's interesting to watch Milan. He keeps his motor running, and even if he gets down, he doesn't worry about it. He keeps going, and he is going forward here. As I mentioned, 15 wins already for the 4th-ranked wrestler at 165. Wolverines look to Barraclough to really get things going. Snap down there. Barraclough, by the way, a redshirt senior. As Matt said, he came from Penn State. His hometown is Kaysville, Utah. So when you're recruited by Penn State from Utah, you know you're pretty darn good. good wrestler, the good programs will find you. There's a shot by Milan.
Deep shot there, but good hits by Bearclaw. As Milan broke down to his face here in this stalemate.
Good job by both wrestlers there as we're scoreless nearly 2 minutes in. That's going to be an eye poke. They'll reset something. Milan trying to wrestle hard, as Matt said, at 165. 165 last year was Keegan O'Toole. This year, they thought it was going to be Cam Steed. Steed has been dealing with some injuries to this point. He hopefully will wrestle this weekend, they hope, at the Cyclone Open. Steed is 5-2 on the year. And they really like to get him going again at 165. And then have O'Toole in February come back at 174. Now short time through a scoreless first period. Joel Milan holding his own, Matt, against the number 4 wrestler.
And he is. He's done a great job controlling tie-ups so far. Had that one deep shot from outside. Milan will defer.
And so let's see if Milan can ride Bearclough here in period number 2. Again, no score. The Wolverine wrestler is out, but not escaped.
Leg in here from Milan. Pretty high, though. Bearclaw has the ankle of Milan up to his feet.
Nothing scored yet, but Bearclough will get the reversal here. 2-point reversal.
Now Bearclaw has Milan broke down flat here, leg in. Was working on a wrist, now across face. Can he get a turn here with about a minute left in the second?
Yeah, still plenty of time to go in this period. And he's in really good position trying to, look like he's trying to get some back points. I thought maybe he was trying to set up a cradle. They're still in bounds. They're near the edge of the mat. And now they go out. You saw the elbow of Milan touch the floor off the mat, and then they blew it dead. So no escape, but the 2-point reversal. And Bearclough leads it 2-zip. And that's going to be a caution on him.
Bearclough caution, that is his first.
B-A-R-R-A-C-L-O-U-G-H. They tell me it's Bearclough.
Is it Bearclough?
Yeah. You'll hear it Bearclough, you'll hear it Bearclough. Right now he's in control.
That's right. He's got wrist control. Milan fighting tough here.
He is fighting, but he has no threat to escape. That's how tough on top Terrell is. 15 seconds now. Riding time goes over a minute. Don't forget that Milan started on top this period. Can Milan get out? No, he cannot. So the riding time exactly at 1:15, 2-0 after the reversal, which we'll see right here.
Milan was riding tough here on top. I think he got just a little bit over aggressive with the legs. Bearclough caught that ankle, capitalized on it, picked up that reversal, and then put a tough ride on Milan.
And if you're Milan, you got to figure out a way to get an escape here in the third.
And Bearclough with minute 20 and counting of riding time. And right away, back to work on top. He's working to break Milan down here. If you're Milan, you got to show something here. You got to get to your feet. Get an escape, maybe get this reversal here.
Pushing through. Trying to get to his feet. Can he roll through? Nope, not going to be allowed to. Riding time is nearly 2 minutes. Boy, there's so many good wrestlers nationally at 165, and this is one of them.
Really tough on top here, has that leg in deep. He's working tough to turn Milan, but Milan not giving anything up easy. Keeps building back to his base, but Bearclough just keeps breaking him back down.
Yeah. Riding time point is locked up for the Wolverine wrestler. Now 50 seconds to go. And again, I know he's on the bottom. It doesn't look like it. They'll stalemate it, but Milan is wrestling down there. I mean, he's moving. Hard. Yeah.
He's got to change things up here. He's got to attack right off the whistle. Try to blow right to your feet. Get hand control. He can't afford to give up his ankles here. Let Bearclough get that leg back in.
Instead, the ankle goes right back in, doesn't it?
Bearclough moved right off the whistle there. Joel Milan, not much of a first move there. Bearclough kind of pulling back in a crab ride. Now has him broke down flat.
Milan trying to figure out anything he can, but he does not want to get turned in the final 17 seconds here. He's been wrestling hard. And there's a stall against Milan on the bottom. Again, the riding time point locked up now with 3, 2, and 1. And that'll do it. Terrell Bearclough gets up and says, I don't know what else I could have done. He wins 3-0. And finally, the Wolverines are on the board with 3 points. As it was really clinical, wasn't it, from Bearclough?
Yeah, you know, picked up the reversal and the riding time point and really put a tough ride on Milan, but was never in danger of turning Milan. Milan battled to the end, but that was all Bearclough.
For the Wolverines, Takara of Utah Valley, 5-7 on the season, taking on freshman Logan Cole from Missouri. And Cole 5-7 as well in this match. And there's a takedown right away for Takara, and he leads at 3-0.
Nice little collar tie shuck, followed it right to a high single for Takara. And then just nice textbook finish. He's up 3-0 early here.
Takara, a redshirt sophomore from Temecula, California, taking on Logan Cole, who's a freshman from Montana. And again, Cole getting his first look at the main stage, if you will.
Cole up to his feet, working on hand control here. Takara
trying to get some back points here. No swipes yet. There's 1 and 2. Cole fights hard. Looks like the official's holding 3, and now on his back is Cole. Takara's in deep. Takara again with the fall at 174. Mark Takara comes down and takes care of business. And just like that, it's 15-9.
Big time move there from Mark Takara for the Wolverines. Got that half Nelson, put Logan Cole in danger there. Stayed patient, settled in, picked up a big fall, and the team race is tightening up now.
The fall at 105. We're back with 184. Right after this, you're watching Big 12 Wrestling on ESPN. Back here at the Hearn Center in Utah Valley has something to cheer about. How about Mark Takara, Matt, taking control at 174?
Yeah, you got to this big half Nelson crab ride here, able to put Logan Cole on his back and then made it count for the fall.
Stayed with it very nicely and got it on his terms, and what a win there at 174. We moved to 184, and it's Caleb Uhlenhop. Uhlenhop is 8-7 for the Wolverines, taking on Jeremy Jackowitz. Jackowitz 0-2 for Missouri. Again, we talked about it at the top of the broadcast at 184. Number 9, Colton Hawks out for this duel with an apparent leg/knee injury from last week against Stanford. And so Jackowitz gets his chance here. The duel is 15-9 in favor of Missouri.
Should be noted here too, Jackowitz weighed in at 174 today, bumping up to 184 to wrestle Uhlenhop.
Uhlenhop, a redshirt sophomore from Henderson, Nevada, went to Green Valley High School. Meanwhile, we talked about Jackowitz making his debut. Jackowitz ties him up. Jackowitz, a redshirt junior from Huntley, Illinois. Wants to come through for his team today. This is a big match as it turns out. Minute and 40 seconds into the first period, no score. Looks like Uhlenhop is hunting a little bit though.
Jackowitz moving forward here though, trying to get to a 2-on-1. Uhlenhop doing a good job controlling the center of the mat here.
Minute to go.
Neither guy really is committed to a solid leg attack yet.
Looks like they good attack, good re-attack there. Both wrestlers wrestling. They blew it dead, out of bounds, go back to the middle. Uhlenhop tries to throw him. Not much happening there. Jackowitz resets in the middle. Half a minute to go in the first. Jackowitz holding his own so far. And if you're Uhlenhop, it looks like he's just trying to size him up a little bit. Maybe a little bit of an unknown opponent in the final seconds here in the first. 0-0. Big round of applause for Jackowitz. And you're going to get that when you're wrestling up and you're trying to stay in there for your team, Matt.
Yeah, he's battling out there. He's giving a good effort. Jackowitz deferred there. Let's see what he can do on top here.
He's still in control. Trying to return him, he does. And that gets some excitement from the Missouri bench.
And Uhlenhop has the elbow of Jackowitz, looking for a Peterson here.
Jackowitz holding on, still holding on. Now The ankle is controlled by Uhlenhop, and he'll take him down. That's a reversal for 2. And now he's trying to get some tilt points.
And he's got a tilt locked up here. Can he get it? Still off to the hips here. Needs to get off the side.
Plenty of time to go in this period. And now Caleb Uhlenhop is in control.
Djokovic is fighting tough here, but Uhlenhop has that bar there.
And he flips him over, and he'll get some back points here. That's 4 count. So add 4 more when the official puts his hand in the air. There's 4 for the near fall. 6-0. Still 35 seconds to go in the period. He wants to do it again. Djokovic gets back to his stomach. No points there. Still 15 seconds. Djokovic about to get turned again, potentially, but looks like Uhlenhop maybe tried to get in a little deeper, and that's going to cost him just because there's not enough time left in the period. So 6-0 in favor of Uhlenhop, who gets the reversal, then the near fall.
Hey, you see, he threatened this Peterson here and then wound up just in a single leg. Ends up just nice, solid back trip finish here, picks up the reversal, and then went to work on top.
Started on their feet here in period 3. 6-0 Uhlenhop. This shot by Djokovic didn't connect. Riding time's at 47 seconds for Uhlenhop. Uhlenhop in on a leg, deep. Djokovic in a little bit of trouble here. And there's going to be the takedown for 3. Uhlenhop, I think, is going to get his riding time over a minute and then may let him go. Thinking he can take him down one more time. Riding time now is 1:05, a stall call against the Missouri wrestler Djokovic.
And Uhlenhop working hard here to get this tilt. He's got a cross wrist. Can he roll through and get the tilt? But Djokovic's doing a good job on bottom, fighting hands.
He's to his knees. Djokovic trying to get out. And if you're Uhlenhop again, you might think about letting him go. Can Djokovic get out? No, he cannot. Uhlenhop gets back on top. 25 seconds to go. Djokovic back to his feet, trying to get the escape. The riding time point obviously locked up now. And they'll go out of bounds. So right now it's a major, Matt, but Djokovic's doing a good job of not getting turned again.
Yeah, he's fighting tough here, staying alive.
Uhlenhop in complete control. In the final 5 seconds, this is going to be a major win. It's going to be 10-0 in favor of Caleb Uhlenhop, and he picks up 4 big team points. And just like that, in 3 matches, it's now 15-13, and here was the big. As we move along here at the Hearn Center, 197 is where we're at. There's Jesse Cassatt from the University of Missouri taking on Cale Benny. The team scores 15-13 in favor of Missouri. 197 has been a troublesome weight for the University of Missouri. Rocky Elam is out for the season. Talented true freshman Aiden Sinclair, who won 5 times, including some ranked matchups, is going to redshirt. And so it's Jesse Cassatt, and Cassatt is 2-10 on the year. Meanwhile, Cale Benny is 7-6 for the Wolverines. A redshirt freshman from Layton, Utah. has had a pretty decent season so far and looks to keep the Wolverine run going here in the second half. It was a win, a fall, and then a major decision to get the Wolverines back into this Big 12 matchup. Cassatt wants to go forward. The trouble that he's had, Matt, is he gets in on some action but has a tough time finishing it off.
Yeah, Cassatt his last 2 times out, I believe, has been in close matchups, then wound up in scrambles that he ended up being pinned out of both times, I believe. So he started off strong. He's just got to work on finishing strong. So far, there's a good shot by Cassatt.
Cassatt's in on a leg. Can he finish it? He does for 3. The Missouri bench loves it. As Benny gets back to his feet, trying to run out of it. Cassatt trying to return him to the mat. He does as they go out of bounds. Cassatt with an early takedown for 3.
Yeah, just a nice basic sweep single leg there. Nice easy finish. Needs to work hard on top here. Build that riding time up a little bit.
Got the takedown 12 seconds ago, and right to his feet is Benny. And I give credit to the Utah Valley wrestlers here, Matt. Tonight they've really looked to, instead of just escape, score the reversal as well.
Yeah, they've really been able to capitalize off of scrambles in the bottom position. As you've noted, they picked up several reversals tonight.
3-1 the favor of Cassatt, as Benny does come through with the escape. Still 40 seconds to go in the first. Hand ties. Cassatt and Benny. Near the Tiger Head logo, I should say. Cassatt goes for a shot, but Benny returns it. He's in on a leg near the edge. Cassatt holding tough. Benny trying to pull him back in, trying to pick up that leg. Nothing doing as Cassatt will continue to wrestle. They'll go out of bounds with 14 seconds to go.
Good wrestling there by Cassatt. Benny had him dead to rights in on that shot. Cassatt able to get his hips in and defend on the edge of the mat with short time remaining.
3, 2, and 1 in the first. Let's take a look at that first period takedown by Jesse Cassatt as he came out and put 3 on the board.
Just a really nice sweep single here. Got right up to his feet, ran the pipe. Nice, easy finish there.
He leads at 3-1 after the first. He chooses down to start the second. Benny covers. We saw Benny get up and out. Let's see if Cassatt can do the same. Benny really trying to break him down. Cassatt trying to build up and maybe come through the backside as well. Cassatt's to his feet. Still not out. They'll go out of bounds. Good job there by Benny to maintain the pressure.
Yeah, Cassatt got that quad pod there, adjusted, got his hips into Benny there up to his feet, but as you noted, Benny did a good job lowering his level, just running Cassatt out of bounds, get a fresh start here.
So Cassatt building. Benny trying to return. And he hooked that ankle, not anymore. Cassatt with a chance to get out if he can roll through, can't. Still trying to get up.
Now there's a leg in for Benny, but he's really high here.
Cassatt trying to come out the back door. See if he can get the escape. He can. Riding time is at 36 seconds for Benny, but it's now 4-1 after Cassatt escapes. Minute to go in the second. 197 pounds.
Benny's being the aggressor here. Cassatt, he really needs to capitalize and get back in on a leg. Sometimes when the guy you're wrestling is being the aggressor, he opens himself up, but there's a single leg for Benny.
Benny trying to finish it off. He does. The takedown for 3. Went in deep on Cassatt and took him to the mat.
Now this is a big 38 seconds here. Can Jesse Cassatt get this escape and go up by 1 going into the 3rd?
4-4. Cassatt quick off the whistle, but Benny is equal to the task. Cassatt trying to get to his feet again.
Right away, Benny legs in off the whistle. He's cranking a power half, but he's way high.
Really high, and Cassatt trying to come out the backside again. If he can get through there in the next 18 seconds, Cassatt trying to roll through, trying to get out of there, and he does, and he almost reattacks. The riding time's at 1:04 with 5 seconds to go in the period. It's 5-4 in favor of Cassatt. So Cassatt leads it. Here's the takedown. Good move by Benny.
Yeah, just a good job there. Had it shelved. Just brought his position into Cassatt there. Got both legs going out of bounds.
Cassatt's got to hold him down for 5 seconds. And then if Benny will escape, they didn't start the clock. They have not started the clock.
So let's see what they do here. That was about 4 or 5
Oh,
seconds.
yeah, easily. I think they're going to go count it off. They'll look at the replay. The crowd was on him right away. You could hear the crowd saying, start the clock.
Yeah, they were into it.
Because they knew how crucial that 5 seconds was. You got to get it under the minute. Then if you give up the escape, you're tied. You don't have to worry about the ride time, and whoever gets the takedown is going to win this match.
Yeah, it seems pretty close there. Should be right at a minute or so if they count it down.
Who does this break help? Does this help Cassatt?
I don't think it helps either one more than the other necessarily. They both got to go out just like you said, same thing. It's going to come down to a takedown here, and who's going to get it. And to me, it comes down to who's going to actually take the shot, because whoever gets in on a leg so far is finished.
I counted 7.
Yeah, maybe about 7 seconds there.
I counted 7 seconds, which would get us to 1:53, and the riding time would be under a minute. Let's see what the officials say here. They'll let us know. They will get the clock at 1:53. I was right on.
You got it, man.
I believe it was 1:04 when we started the period, so that would take it down to 57 seconds. That's exactly what they're going to say. And Cassatt will be back on top.
That he will.
So the riding time does go under a minute, as we are now 7 seconds into the 3rd period. Cassatt leads at 5-4. Cale Benny quickly to his feet, and he's returned by Cassatt. But he's to his feet again and escapes. So the riding time point is nullified, as the riding time is for Benny with 48.5 seconds. So here it is, 5-5, 95 seconds to see who wants to shoot to win. There's a shot by Cassatt. He's in. Can he do anything with it? Benny using his hips. Cassatt trying to drive forward.
Hands are locked by Cassatt here. He needs to drive in. He's got his head popping out almost. Drive in. There you go.
He's trying to take him down. Benny in a little bit of trouble, but Cassatt can't get his head popped through. And now flexing on the hips is Benny. And now Benny moving around Cassatt. He gets behind him and takes him down. What a maneuver by Cale Benny.
Now Benny right away again has the leg in, but is really high riding here.
Cassatt trying to escape. Still 45 seconds to go. They're near the edge.
Cassatt has the ankle of Benny here. He needs to elevate and turn back into him.
8-5 now in favor of Benny. Benny on top, working, gets his leg out, and now he's working on Cassatt. He's got the riding time point back, but he's going to need some back swipes to maybe think about a major. 14 seconds to go. Cassatt is broken down on the bottom. 3. Can he get? Nope, no back points there, but he'll take the win by the score of 9-5. Cale Benny wins it, actually make it 10-5 with the riding time point. And just like that, after this takedown, Matt, the Wolverines now lead this duel.
It was a really good shot by Jesse Cassatt. He had good position, but Jack.
Match will determine the duel. 285 pounds, whoever wins will win the duel. Right now, the Wolverines of Utah Valley lead at 16-15. They have Jack Forbes on the mat. Forbes at 5-7 on the year, taking on Jarrett Stoner. And Stoner is 7-5 on the year, filling in for Seth Nitzel. Nitzel, we've been told, is close to coming back, but it's Stoner tonight. And a win by Jarrett Stoner would mean a Tiger win in this Big 12 duel. Forbes comes forward a little bit on Stoner. They now lock up. 45 seconds in. Always exciting when it comes down to the final one.
Absolutely, both guys hand fighting here for position, kind of feeling each other out. Seeing who can get an angle here. Elbow control by Stoner. Collar tie for Forbes.
There's a shot by Forbes. Didn't connect at all, but gave it a go. There's a shot by Stoner in on a leg. He's in on the left leg of Forbes.
Good defense here by Forbes as his knee turned, has a deep whizzer. Stoner needs to elevate this, get it on a hip, or come back out front and put it on his inside hip. But he's got to move here. They're going to stalemate this.
Good call, Matt. That was a good shot by Stoner. Couldn't do anything with it. As you mentioned, very good defense by Jack Forbes.
Collar tie again here for Stoner. Left-hand collar tie for Forbes. That's both clear.
Forbes is a redshirt junior, and now he's in on an ankle. No points yet as Stoner gets out of it.
Really good shot there by Forbes. Got behind Stoner. Stoner right away got his hips out, turned back in. No takedown. Great wrestling by both guys, and there's a good shot by Stoner, but defended by Forbes.
Both guys going forward, playing defense when they need to. Forbes from Littleton, Colorado, went to Columbine High School. Let's see who gets the shot here. Stoner, the redshirt freshman from Rockwell, Texas. 30 seconds to go in the first. No score here. Both have been in on good shots. Nobody's been able to finish it. Let's see if anybody can get something done in the final 15 here in the red zone. Looks like they'll stay tied up and scoreless through one. Entertaining first period here at heavyweight.
Yeah, both guys with real shots there to nearly get takedowns. Here's that shot by Forbes. He got in deep here, almost had Stoner taken down, but great hips by Stoner there to get out of that one.
Stoner chooses down here to start the second, so Forbes will cover, and we'll see what kind of riding he can do. As Stoner's out quickly in about 6 seconds. It looked like to me, Matt, Forbes didn't know exactly what he wanted to do there. He tried a couple of things and was indecisive, and that cost him the point.
Yeah, Stoner did a great job, came up to his feet there. Forbes dropped to the ankle. And then, like you said, Stoner dropped his hands, and it looked like Forbes didn't really know if he should climb up the leg or cut him loose, and ended up just cutting him loose.
So Stoner leads it 1-0. Forbes went forward again. To no avail. Stoner looking for that opening, and boy, there's times where Forbes leads with that right leg, and that's what, there's a reattack and a reattack again. Forbes leads with that right leg, and he bends that knee, and that's what Stoner's been in on a couple of times. Right there.
Both guys with a collar tie right here. Let's see who can clear it with 40 seconds left and get to a leg.
This is going to come down to one takedown, it seems. Stoner of Missouri leads it 1-0. It'll be Forbes' choice in the third when we get there in about 25 seconds. Stoner thought about it. Oh, Forbes is in. Forbes is in deep. Now Stoner tries to get around. He does for three, and he's on top. I think Forbes fumbled the ankle of Stoner, and Stoner got around. And now if he stays on top for the next 5 seconds, he'll have a 4-0 lead entering the third. Forbes was in deep, Matt, and I think fumbled the ankle.
What a momentum swing there. Forbes was so close to getting that takedown, was in so deep, and Stoner is able to sit the corner here. He pops his shoulder out, blocks in the crotch there, scoots the corner, hooks the leg. Big time takedown there for Jarrett Stoner. And now he's going to work on top, Bo, here in the third.
He goes with the return and another return. And Stoner trying to build up riding time, trying to get Forbes back down and broke down. Here in the third period, he leads at 4-0. Forbes trying to run out, picked up and put back down by Stoner. Stoner's got him on his stomach now, right near the edge of the circle. Riding time, 45 seconds. Oh, they call it out of bounds and go back to the middle. Brian Smith shakes his head. I think you could read his lips there saying, don't blow the whistle.
Yeah, if you want to stop it there, I mean, call it a stalemate, but they weren't out of bounds. I mean, half of each wrestler was still in the circle there.
Forbes trying to get out. Stoner still on top. Stoner needs to hang on for another 5 seconds or so. Riding time goes over a minute with a 4-0 lead. And now Stoner's in control on top.
Stoner with the leg in now, has Forbes broke down. Working on a bar on the far side here.
55 seconds to go.
Can he get it? He's trying to hip over here and get some near fall.
Forbes doing a good job of fighting back, but Stoner's in control in wrestling. 40 seconds to go. Still 4-0 in favor of Stoner. Stoner now has the riding time point locked up, Matt.
Stoner putting in a lot of work here on top. There's the stalemate.
Stoner shakes free, you can see. Deep breath. 29 seconds to go. Again, he leads 4-0, but really 5-0 with the riding time point. Forbes cannot get out of the grasp of Stoner. Stoner returned Forbes 3 or 4 times. There's the escape with 17 seconds to go. Forbes knows he has to go forward. He got the escape. Stoner plays defense. Now under 10. Stoner in control with 3, 2, and 1. Jarrett Stoner's going to win this match 5-1, and Missouri's going to win the duel by the final score of 18-16.
Big time win there for the freshman Jarrett Stoner, giving his team the victory. Bo, a crucial takedown, and then a big ride out, the riding time point there for Jarrett Stoner.
A huge third period, really the end of the second.